I wanted to go over some rate problems today. In this example, it's a word problem that talks about this turtle who walks an eighth of a kilometer every 15 minutes. So it's how many kilometers will he walk in 1 hour? Well, we know in this, just thinking about it, we know that 15, there are, how many 15s are in 1 hour? Well, there are, 4, because it's, yeah, 1 hour is 60 minutes divided by 15 is 4. So 4 times 1/8 of kilometer, 4 times 1/8 is 1/2. So we know that the answer is 1/2. So if I were to write that out, it'd look like this. So we can write this as 1 kilometer, or 1/8 kilometers to every hour, or to every 15 minutes. It's the same thing. I'll just do K and M there. It's the same thing as this other ratio, this other proportion, where you want to know X is kilometers. It's the same, what's the ratio there to 60 minutes, because 60 minutes is 1 hour. So from here, we can solve for X. To do that, we have to get X all by itself. It doesn't matter which side it's all by itself on, but it needs to be all by itself. So to do that, we have to move this 60 minutes. So what we do is we multiply both sides by 60 minutes. 60 over here, and then 60 divided by 60 is 1, so it disappears on that side. Then on this side, you have 60 on this side. So then you have, so these cancel, and you're left with just X is equal to 60 minutes divided by 15 minutes. So your minutes cancel, but you're left with this 4, because 60 divided by 15 is 4. 4 times 1/8. So that's 4 times 1, and 1 times 8. So that's 4/8 of a kilometer, which simplifies. You can pull the 4 out of both the top and the bottom. That simplifies to 1/2. So let's try that. All right, like that. With this example, we will be doing the slope formula. Basically, you want to find Adeline's speed. She's flying in a helicopter, and it has how far she's gone on top compared to the time that she's traveled on the bottom. So in order to find the answer for this one, what we do is we do the slope formula. In order to do that one, we have 2 points. At 0 kilometers, she has 0 minutes, and at 5/8 kilometers, she's traveled 1 1/5 minutes. So, in order to use the slope formula, we do this. You draw a line, draw two negatives. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 and x2 over x1. All this says is that it's rise over run. This is your slope. So this is your y divided by your x. So if you're at this point right here to this point right here. So in this case, our second point is the 5/8 and the 1 1/5. So second point is over there. So let's do the top. We want it kilometers per minute. So kilometers is on top. Kilometers is on top. And minutes on bottom. And add the negatives back in. And you get 5/8 kilometer. That's y2. It's the second point minus the first point, which is 0. This works because we know she's flying at a constant speed. And the other one is 1 1/5, which is the same thing as 6/5 minus 0 minutes. So, what's the zeros? We can obviously make those go away. And what we're left with is 5/8 divided by 6/5. So, in order to flip this around, that looks like a big stack of weird things. We do something called multiplying by the reciprocal. And all that means is you flip the fraction on the bottom upside down. So you have, in this case, you'd have the 6 on bottom and 5 on top. So that they cancel. Because 6 times 5 is 30, and 5 times 6 is 30. You do the same on the top like this. 5, 6. Now, what you're left with is 25 over, and 8 times 6 is 48. Let's see if it likes that. 25 divided by 40. Oops. 25 divided by 48. Oh, it liked it.